It is an agenda of colonization for you not to rise. Go to the street of all Africans is the same thing. If you are in Tanzania, there are some places you'll be in Tanzania, you think maybe you are somewhere in Enugu State. There are some places you will be in Burkina Faso, you will think maybe you are somewhere in Ajebule. There are some place you will be in DJ. You will think maybe you are somewhere in Asaba. Do you think it's just do you think it's a mistake, or maybe it's just it is a planned agenda? No one should let them be the same thing, the same. That is why you see this act of terrorism all over the African continent. It's still the agenda of the that is why you see the reason why because Tutos, you were saying something regarding the so-called bombardments of Nigeria in the Republic. The reason why, and this is part of they are afraid of Trump. And the reason why they acted this swift, is for not to allow Trump to speak about it. Because once Trump say anything about any place, the man not they forget. And he must act on it. That is why Macron called his puppet boy the drug lord Tinubu. Go and strike him. And even Tinubu did not even take any authorization from their so-called National House of Assembly. Because normally, the House of Assembly need to approve any international so-called invasion or maybe attention or peacekeeping. Tinubu does not have that power. Because the reason why they acted this week is that because they don't want it to escalate in a way that it will not come for Trump to say anything about it. Even the time, although, people might have their own political differences, even when, Burkina Faso own happened, Trump did not say anything bad about the guy, about Traore. He was even invited Traore to come. And the so-called Europeans, we are so angry. Why would Trump be inviting a dictator, somebody that committed coup, blah, 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 and this and that to come? Because Trump wants to stop all this colonial mentality that they have in Africa and some part of the world that are destroying the peace of the world. Trump wants to stop all those nonsense. And once you come to his level and give him something reasonable to follow, he will. He might do the undoable. So these colonial empires, they are afraid of drug concern in Biafra land. I'm not talking, you can call it Nigeria, but in Biafra land, because that is where the so-called Islamization agenda of the so-called Nigeria and the world lies upon. Who should please? That is the place every one of them, all the Islamic countries, organizations in the world, that is their target. That place is their launching pad. And the Islamic nation that is spearheading the terrorism in Nigeria today is Iran. Followed by Turkey and the rest of them. But the major one is Iran. So they are coming to protect that their demonic interests. But when we get to that bridge, what they are trying to cover, we will cross it. Because there will be so much disappointed when the time comes. And that is why every one of us need to start paying attention. You out there that is saying that you want to see what the Biafra Republic government in exile is doing before you come and do what you're supposed to do. Put your heads down and start reading between the lines and start watching closely what is happening in Washington, D.C. Keep listening to the lobbies and follow every statement that is making on X and make use of it and know that, yes, Biafra is almost here. It all depends the way we play our card. And that is why we see sometimes our acting prime minister will come, he will tell everybody to unite and support what we are doing, because now is the time for us to intensify our diplomatic battle in Washington, D.C., most especially. Because we have gotten the book to control the guns. So everybody needs to pay attention. You out there sitting on the fence, under the fence, thinking that maybe keep paying attention and keep supporting what the Biafra Republic government in exile is doing in Washington, D.C. And everyone...
Can anybody still hear him?
No.
Oh, internet has kicked him out. Wow, that submission was great. Toti, can you hear us?
He has talked enough. Let another take mic. You don't talk more than 1 hour.
Oh, it never reached 1 hour. Senior citizen, go again after that.
Yeah, thank you, because our brother was making a whole lot of sense. You understand? Britain have refused to evolve. That is the truth. Britain have refused to evolve. This is 21st century. But Britain and his gang wants to take us back to the medieval. That's why, because you see this mentality of I conquer you, you become slave, you pay tribute and stuff like that. That is the way they are still seeing things. Exactly the same way Iran and all these Arabic Muslim worlds are seeing the same thing. I'm talking about Iran in Imo State. Iran, Fulani is originally from Iran now. This is the secret.
Should I read the question for you?
Huh?
Should I read the question for you? You still remember?
No.
Okay.
No, I remember the question.
Okay.
I'm connecting everything because it's like somebody giving it.
Yeah, exactly. It's connected.
We are no more answering questions, but we are answering all the questions you asked.
Yeah,
because you asked a lot of questions. Yeah, so I was writing down. So, because you asked a question, what is the Iran ambassador doing in Imo State? What is Boris doing in Imo State? And I wanted to tell you, Iran, Fulani are the cousins of Iran. Fulani is called Fulani Mujahid Arabs. They are originally from Iran. And when Iran saw that these people are, because they are genetic intermixed breed of Iran and the Nephilims. And when they now found out that these Fulani will continue to create havoc for them, they pushed them down to Futajalon. They get into Futajalon. The ethnics in Futajalon there, the tribes there, saw what Fulani is still doing. They pushed them out. And while they were looking for who to follow or where to go to, they met Ottoman Danfodio. And that was how Ottoman that they became entangled themselves with Ottoman Danfodio and their agenda. And this is how they came into that geographical location from the northern part and attacked Sokoto and entered. They entered even before the colonial masters. So Iran, Fulani are the cousins of Iran. So when you see Iran, it's like their father, it's like their forefather, it's like their boss, it's like their godfather. Let me use the word, Allah father. That's what Iran is to the Fulanis. So when he came, it's just like what Gumi has been acting. If you know all the acting and the positions and whatever Gumi is doing, this is exactly what Iran is doing to Nigeria Muslims. Iran is their godfather, is their mediator, is their advisor, is their negotiator.
Sister Stella, please, sorry, 1 minute. Sister Tito, try to refresh this space, okay? Sister Stella,
okay, since you've come up,
you can go on.
I'll refresh since you've come up.
So you understand now why Iran went there. And like our brother also said, they are the deadliest terrorist country all over the whole world. They are number one. But they also have others, like in Turkey, it's like in Iraq, Afghanistan. Oh, those the same. But I'm telling you, the real connection here is their brothers. And was like their godfather. So it was like coming around to know what is happening to my cousins or my brothers and sisters. He wants to reassure them that they have their back, like Papa have your back. And Hope Uzodinja is not 100% Biafra. Hope Uzodinja is a genetic intermixed breed of Fulani and Biafra. So he's making sure he's carrying out the beats. So he has like built the #1 mosque in Biafra land. They said he built the biggest mosque all over Nigeria in Biafra land. Who did it? Hope Uzodinja and gang. And then Boris coming to Imo State was like, I am your colonial papa. You understand? So, he told you that he came to give you whiskey so that you drink and get stupor. You understand? It was like all of you Biafrans, shut up and listen to Papa. So, Papa Boris, Papa Britain, your godfather is also here. You must obey. You must abide by the rules. But the truth is that, you were asking, what did they see in Imo State? They saw lead, they saw zinc, they saw limestone, they saw crude oil, they saw gas, uranium, coal. And which one is the newest mineral resources they saw they were coming for? The newest and the latest one that is booming for them now is Biafran's organs. So they are making sure that the organ harvesting is flowing to their country, flowing to Iran, flowing to Britain, flowing to China, flowing to all these countries that are fighting us, that wouldn't want us to free ourselves. So this is what happened. And I wanted to also say that anywhere Boris goes, evil follows. Anywhere you see Boris Johnson go to, evil happens there. The truth is that our land is being infiltrated. But our people are there afraid also for their lives, praying to God. Because if you say, let's have another referendum, maybe Britain, America will now say, okay, let's do election. Let's see what Biafrans are. Biafra, well over 50 million have voted. I'm telling you, totally now, Biafra are like over 80 million. 80 millions, there won't be anyone left. 80 millions of Biafra will vote yes, once more to exit Nigeria. So when you see them keeping quiet and shivering, they are afraid of their lives. They are afraid, and they are so much infiltrated that they don't even know anymore who is who. To the extent now that they saw Fulani coming. Fulani have entered old Anambra. The same Biafrans are calling for Nig.sit to come and help them. Can you imagine? The same Biafrans are calling for the governor that are terrorists. Hi! Sponsor and support of terrorists. The same Biafrans are, you see the problem they're having. But inside their hearts, they want to leave. In fact, throw another self-referendum. 80 million, more than 80 million. Children will even vote to leave. Talk more of adults. Normally they will tell you from 18 years up, vote. I tell you, allow little children. You see, Kamsi wasn't up to 18, but he wants to leave Nigeria. Abomination is going on in Nigeria and in Biafra land. And our people know about it. I'm telling you, our people are tired of coexisting in Nigeria. And in fact, that was why well over 50 million voted yes to exit, and Biafra has been redeclared. And this is what is going to happen because of this redeclaration on the 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's going to be a total lockdown. So that the Biafra Defense Forces will evict a lot of them out of our land. So Biafrans, and I know you guys are going to listen and sit down. Biafrans are loyal only to BDF, only to Biafra Republic Government in Exile and de facto government in Homeland. And they know, terrorist Nigeria government know that Biafrans will sit down on the 15th, on the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. They are getting worried and afraid. Because they know Biafrans will really sit down. Because they know Biafrans are tired of them. Biafrans are sick and tired of Nigeria. Living in Nigeria. They don't have anything to show for it. Upon all the mineral resources, and when you hear Nigeria and mineral resources, it's in Biafra land. Now, Biafrans don't have anything to show for it. No good road, no backbone water, no 24 hours electricity, no job, no food, no hospital, equipped hospitals, no ambulance, no fire service, no license or embassy, nothing. This Boris, you will die quick. No wonder God is already paying you guys back. You guys are, who will even help you, Britain? Common men or common man in Britain, common people who will help you. Your government is so much messed up that you guys are there. Arabs have wallow it. Except you guys are originally, but I know your leaders are originally Arabs. But Britain as a people, they are not originally from Arab. So why are you guys keeping quiet? And your leaders are creating abomination and heaping curses upon you as a people, Britain. British, rise up. Stop your government in their wickedness all over the whole world. Because the curses will get to you and you can't run away from it. Because all of you in Britain are supposed to rise up and stop your government. So, Nigeria has become a joke. A real joke. So you can imagine Tinubu taking a decision without the consent of their parliament. You understand? That shows that he has been a puppet, that he's not really him ruling Nigeria. So, Macron is ruling Nigeria. Gumi is ruling Nigeria. Listen, Nigeria has so many presidents. Gumi is the president of Nigeria. Macron, president of Nigeria. Give me their names. Shatima, president of Nigeria. Sultan of Sokoto, president of Nigeria. What do you call him? Tinubu should be, this is number 1, 2, 3, 4. Tinubu should be somewhere on number 8. See it? Number 8. So all these people will talk first. Macron will talk. Gumi will talk. Sultan of Sokoto will talk. Give me other names. There's other people that are bigger than the Gumi. Even they are bigger than Tinubu. Even Tinubu's son is even more powerful than Tinubu himself. Yeah, so in fact, Nigerians are now worried about Tinubu's son. So Tinubu's son will come before Tinubu. So Tinubu is on number 8. That is, so all these people are all the presidents that no wonder Tinubu couldn't even open. In fact, Tinubu was crying for his life last time, saying, I can't help it. I can't. It's not only me that can decide. If Umazen Namekano can come out, it's not in his power to do. Can you imagine a president telling you that it's not in his hands, it's not in his power to release Umazen Namekano? You know why? He's correct. Because there's Macron, there's Boris himself. Boris, I forgot his name. There's Boris. There's Gumi. There's Shatima. Before he even, there's his son. Before I even get to him. And then you tell me this is a country? Dissolve Nigeria, dissolve Nigeria. Nigeria government is killing Nigerians. Nigeria government is killing Nigerians. You have also had the former general, army general in military and army, said it. T.Y. Danjuma. That Nigeria government, Nigerian military facilitate the movements of the bandits. They supply ammunition to the bandits. And the Nigerian government kill Nigerians. He told Nigerians, rise up, defend yourselves. This is not the time you cry. This is the time you look for stick and stone and knife and AK-47. Anything you can get. Defend yourselves and defend your family. If not, so Fulani will rape your wife, rape your daughter, rape your husband, rape your pregnant wife in front of you, and you won't be able to do anything. And also kill you on top of it. And also roast you on top of it. And also eat you and do video for us to see. Guys, you have seen them eating Biafrans. You have seen Fulani eating Nigerians. They do the video and they make it go viral and we watch it. And this is the people you want Biafrans to continue to coexist with. God forbid and God forbid. Thank you, Jesus, for the opportunity you have given me. Bye from here.
Okay, thank you very much for that, your submission. Our Mazi Totti, please, we know that you have a lot to minister to Biafrans, and you are going to as well tell Biafrans about our sit-at-home going on. But for now, hold on, let us bring Mazi Nko the number to speak before we hand over back the mic to you. Thank you very much. Nko the number, are you there? Take over the mic.
Much, thank you, thank you, the host, tutors, all protocol observed. Yes, Nigeria can bomb Benin, but can't bomb terrorists in Nigeria. It's obvious, and the people I love what is happening. I really love what is happening, and is opportunity. I see it's opportunity that the people, our Biafrans and other Nigerians who truly, if they truly want to be free or to take advantage of this, and like I've been saying since morning, I'm telling some Africans that this has proven that Nigeria is not just the problem of the indigenous people in that geospace, but the entire Africa, especially the West Africa. That our Africa should rise up against that Nigeria. Not the people, but the politicians, the proscribed politicians and the terrorist armed uniform men and women. So they are the people you should focus on and dismantle. Nigeria is point of Western dominance in Africa. All these Western imperialists, Arab. We should hit on Arab. Africa should know that Arab is one of the number one enemy of Africa, number one enemy of the world. Tinubu has proven that yes, that he cannot, is being controlled, that is a puppet to the core, like last speaker just said. Tinubu is puppet. He just a photo. Is a president on a page of newspaper, and after the decision making decision, then he come and execute it. They will use him to execute it. Finish. He don't make decision on his own. Just like the governors. We don't forget Soludo. Just to collect all the comment he made before the second, because his second tenor was approaching. So Toron of Sokoto, we write script and give to him. Go and demonize Igbos. Go and make Fulani make the image of Fulani. Go and say Igbos are the problem. Go and say all the criminals arrested, they are Igbos. Go and destroy the sacred places in Igbo land. All those things you see are the things they ask him to do because of the content. So that is what Tinubu is doing, and I love it. I want it to escalate. I hope the Ibrahim children never release that fighter jet and those men, those 11 soldiers. If you hold them, never release them. I love the situation. I love what is playing out. And Biafrans, what I have to tell you is this: let us take advantage of what is going on. There's something you must understand, Biafrans. Watch those who will die most this time around than those who are afraid. Those who will die most are those who are afraid. If you don't want to die, stop being afraid. Yes. If you don't want to die, prepare for war. If you don't want to die, prepare to fight. This is my message to you. Prepare to fight, prepare for war. Those who will die most, just mark it, are those who are afraid, those who don't want to fight, those who claim they don't want war. They are the people who die most. And I can assure you, based on history, it is not something that is not a rocket science, and it's not I'm not prophesying, and I'm not telling you spiritual something. It's facts. Watch out. Those who will be saved are those who prepare for war, those who refuse to be afraid. There are those who will be saved most. There are those who will die most. There are those who are afraid to speak the truth, to speak. You know, one thing the enemy is using is this. When the enemy come where there are 10 people now, and they throw one person says something, and they threaten that one person, and the rest keep quiet, the rest 9 keep quiet. They watch, nobody talk to support that one person. They watch, nobody talk. They move in to come and there, you know, to trap that one person down. But when they see that one person talk, they throw threats, and a second person, another person support that one person, another person support, another person support, another person support. They will fall back. They will retreat. This is how it was, and I wish my people will understand this. When you see one person speaking the truth, back the person up. That is why my Alafia was killed. And my Alafia had backup from the Christian, from the men of God. Had backup from him. My Alafia wouldn't have died, would have been alive today. We must understand this. So that when we see, we back out somebody who is speaking the truth. Back him out. And let me tell you something. The more you are afraid to speak the truth, the more the fear is overwhelming or enveloping you. You are being enveloped with fear. And let me tell you something. It takes courage. It takes boldness. Take the situation of a Trump scenario. When Trump with that opportunity is opportunity that anybody who is afraid is supposed to use to rise up and destroy that fear and conquer that fear, which we see Odumeje did that, exactly that. And now you see those who are for you, who are for real. It is now. And not on those who refuse to talk, who refuse to do anything. Then you have to, from now, separating the chaff from the wheat. Separating the chaff from the wheat. And support those who are real. Now you know those who are real and not those who are fake. You see, what is happening, what all these people, like somebody mentioned, I think, Manituto. You see that moron that is claiming he want to talk about Quran or whatever, Islam in our land. Next time you see that moron, blind that idiot eyes. Listen, let me tell you something, dear friends. If you leave that man to be going freely, that means you see destruction of your children. You see what will exterminate your race, and you allow it. Yes, you answer query. You see how they come to bomb church. If you are sensible, won't you go and destroy the mosque? Go and destroy the mosque. And you're there looking like a zombie. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You must rise up. You must do something, because the more you are there looking like Dundee, the more they are test running you. Test running. They have done that one now. They see how you react. Another one will be spontaneous. Happening here at the same time. That is what they are planning. And if you fail to arm the only defense forces that are proven capable of doing the needful, you fail to bring that money. In fact, that money, the way it goes, you won't be able to tell. Because, like I said, if it happen in 10 places, BDF have manpower to counter it. That is when the logistics are there. But when the logistics are not there, you won't expect them to go do so. I'm always giving you illustration, something to hold to ask yourself question. Ask yourself question. Who are the people who fought to keep Nigeria one? Who are the people? They may do better. In fact, Yoruba people fought, but they are the people who are strong soldiers. Even when you have all among the Nigerian soldiers, those when Nigerian soldiers are not destroyed, there, apart from Biafran people who have the highest snipers.
accounts of political office holders having orderlies and having security coverage. Mr. President, I have seen singers having orderlies and complementary of protection.
Them go feel it. Can you see that?
Or even police, yes, that's how they radicalize them automatically. I don't know, systematically, they don't know. When you see anybody from South that's go through Nigeria, immediately come out, you will hate the certain civilian. You will hate our people.
Not hate, he will not channel it to the north. He will just hate our people. When he come here, he begin to sometimes begin to even to speak that outside this thing, as if there's how the, is it the way some system that what they are teaching them or the how they are the thing is structured. Because when you see the person automatically displaying that hatred, all the people I've seen that go through infantry that join Nigeria, immediately they come out, they display the same character. You see that Osman and Fodio military?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, my lady.
Yeah, please wrap up. I need to close this space and have some sleep. Please
Okay,
don't
okay.
be. Yeah, we
It's okay,
still
no
have.
problem. It's okay. So, fellow Biafrans, you see, what we need now, we are lucky that we have those who are ready to put their life online. I am telling you, if we fail to take what happened to others and take advantage of the what people can give us, because people say God will do. God have done everything for us. I don't need to do any of that player. God have done everything for us. The rest is our duty. If you fail to do it, He still will not be kind with us. Bring that money now, so that you will not cry harder. Thank you so much, dear friends. And again, please, my people, let us encourage our people to register S. Those in Biafra land, make sure that every family have one person or two person that is have S account. Let us make this as a duty. Every family have one person that have S account. I think that will go a long way. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Onyeka. I think your message is very, very loud and clear. And it is only those that have ear that will receive the message. Without wasting much of our time, we like to bring our brother Toti. Toti, you can unmute yourself.
Michael, sorry, before Toti comes, so Toti, don't worry, you have the chance, please. I just want to have a recap for people that are just joining us for them to know what we've been talking about. We've talked on the, what is it called? How Nigeria bombed Benin Republic, and then we extended it to Boris Johnson, a suspicious visit, connecting him to what happened in Benin Republic, because UK has a hand there. And what is happening? Why is it Imo State that all of them are running into right now? Hope Uzodinma, is it turning Imo State to Islamic State? What is the interest? Why are they, giving him all this position? And then immediately Boris Johnson left, Iranian ambassador also went to Imo State that he hosted. What is going on in Imo State? So we had some questions there. This is just a recap for those that are joining us. Yeah, so that's just what I wanted to say. Okay, Toti, please go ahead. My co-host, check your back channel, please. Onyenye, sorry.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tutos. I was talking when they kicked me out earlier, but let me just, in a nutshell, just finalize what I was trying to make the Biafran people and also the international community, for those that cares about what is happening in our land, to understand is that, based on the concerns of Trump in Africa and this policy, now there are there are areas of key concerns and action from the Trump administration regarding African nations, as included South Africa one. South Africa one. Now they now said other African nations. The first one in those other African nations is Nigeria. Nigeria, where Trump is concerned now to know what is happening there, what is causing the death of Christians, how to fight the evil that has been existing in that so-called Nigeria that has been taking the lives of Nigerians and also the Biafran people. And that is why you see some of the European countries and the British government running all over the places. Now, in essence, Trump's engagement with Africa has been characterized by bilateral deal making and a reduction in traditional aid, often leading to diplomatic tension and concerns among African leaders about a potential with us or against us approach to the continent. Do we understand? Now, even the critics and even the people that believed in Trump's policy, they have now, in essence, characterized Trump's engagement with Africa as it stands now by bilateral deal making and a reduction in traditional aid. A reduction in traditional aid. I want us to pay attention from this place. And a reduction in traditional aid, often leading to diplomatic tension and concerns among African leaders about a potential with us or against us approach to the continent. Because if you look, the polity in Africa today is either you are with us or you are against us. That is why in Nigeria today, if you sin in PDP and come to APC, your sins will be forgiven. You see the approach. And this traditional aid, Trump, they made a traditional aid. And this traditional aid can be classified by the mineral resources that is owned by every citizen in African continent. When some people have made themselves God, and I can easily include the British interests and some of the European countries' interests. They have been sharing this traditional aid, this thing that belongs to the people. But if you can be able to prove to Trump today that, yes, so if you can support me now, I can handle this thing where it will be better, where it will favor, where everybody will reap from it and make African continent a better place, where Americans, where Europeans, where even the world can be able to come and live as civilized and sane people. This is what Trump is fighting for in Africa. Because Trump is already tired of all this nonsense that the so-called government and politicians are doing there. He's tired. That is why he called Nigeria a shithole country. Also called Nigeria a disgraced country because he's tired. Trump is tired. He wants everybody to remain in his or her own country. And this policy did not start from this second time that he came in as a president. It started from the first time when he was the 45th president, now the 47th president of the United States of America. Because he went out, he lost the last time, and Biden, won, and before he now came again as the 47th president of the United States of America. So this Trump's engagement with African continents is what is putting panic now in the mind and in the coven of the so-called British colonizers and some of the European countries that is still supporting that demonic ideology of British and some Europeans. They are panicking because Trump now comes. That is why we all saw how Trump sent congressmen and women to Nigeria to go and do what first-hand investigation and come and tell him. Not all those ones they have been doing previously. The UN will send, is it Kalama? What she will come and she will, pile up her evidences and go to the UN. At the end of the day, UN will not do anything now. Trump gave. That is why we all saw the congressman that we all are inclined to. That Riley Moore, Congressman Riley Moore. We saw him live in Nigeria. And that is a very big panic to the European nation and also to the British colonial empire. Because that status quo is about to be broken by the president of the free world, His Excellency Donald Trump. They are afraid of this potential, this approach, the way to giving my submission before I was kicked out. I said they are afraid. They are afraid because their status quo is now being questioned.
That is why you see very soon Somaliland will be recognized, because they never believed that Trump will come out today. And you see the same thing that is happening in Nigeria, of congressmen and women diplomats going there. That is how Trump is also sending people to Somaliland to go and see how organized they are. To go and see if these people are really ready for this decision they are pushing me to take on their behalf. For people to go and see how zealous and how intact is their priority regarding their own nation or statehood. That is why I'm telling all Biafrans, keep paying attention in what BRGIE is doing. That is why you see our acting prime minister coming out now to tell every Biafrans to unite and support this just cause, because we have been able to gain the attention of the United States of America, and the work is already all over the places. And Nigeria is seriously panicking. Their so-called colonial masters are panicking. That is why you saw Boris Johnson that came to Biafra land to tell them, if Trump approach you, or maybe, yes, I'm just saying, but if Trump approach you, tell him that there's no problem, we are fine, we are comfortable in Nigeria, you know, all those bullshit. That is why Boris Johnson have to say that. He even have to even say it before the so-called puppet will start saying that Nigeria is safe. Those things are political statements. And that should trigger every Biafran up that now is the time for every one of us to rise up and support the Biafra Republic government in exile, and also our acting Prime Minister, His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu Nkeri. So we can be able to push this last push. We are almost at the end of the tunnel. But if we pay attention attentively, we will get Biafra now. But if we fail to pay attention, we'll be looking for Biafra in another century. That's if we can be able to get it again. And this engagement is what Trump wants. This is potential concern. The way he's engaging African leaders and African people now is bring something to the table, characterized by bilateral deal making. Bring something to the table, of which the Biafra Republic government in exile have already given their own list. They have already made the deal. Every one of us here can remember when that deal was done. The first witness of designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern, our acting Prime Minister attended then. The things that we want America to do for us and the things we will do for America. Those are the deals that is being done by the Biafra Republic government in exile, that is now triggering all this diplomatic tension that you are seeing in the African continent as it stands now. And now is the best time for every one of us to get Biafra now. Now we have somebody, because he doesn't play. We need to come together now and support the Biafra Republic government in exile. So when our time comes, they will be able to see us as reasonable and focused people that really want their freedom. It's not when that time will come. This one will be saying something else and this one will be saying another thing. So all of you out there now, is the time for you to come. Because in the United States Department of Justice, they only recognize the Biafran Republic government in exile as the only political entity. You can go to their website and look up to this thing. You have not seen any other entity that the United States of America, their Justice Department, that make their law for them, that uphold their law for them. Sorry. I've recognized that, yes. You have not seen the so-called other names there that are running all over the places, trying to take glory. No problem, they can take glory, they are Biafrans, no problem, but they should support what the Biafran Republic government in exile is doing. That is what we are saying, and now is the time, because we are almost there. Boris Johnson did not go to Biafra land because he loves going there. No, he went there because he has seen the approach. Trump doesn't want to deal with any of them. And they are afraid that when Trump's come with this offer and say, okay, what do you guys want? If we say, yes, we want Biafra, Trump will give everybody Biafra. And allow these idiots to kill themselves in the Sahel. If they don't want to be reasonable, let them keep killing themselves over there, not bringing the deaths to Biafra land. At least you can be able to collect some of the Christians that will agree from the northern place to come and stay in Biafra land. The Christians can come there and they will be saved in Biafra land. In my own point of view, that is what I'm seeing, what is happening. That is what I'm analyzing in whatever that is happening now in Africa, most especially this area of concern, South Africa and Nigeria. South Africa and Nigeria. So anything can happen at any point in time. When our acting prime minister will say Biafra is here, so many of you think that maybe he's just talking, to encourage you to be supporting. No, he's telling you the facts, because the motives are clear. For how many years that Nigeria have been committing all these atrocities against human rights, killing the so-called citizens they claim that they are governing? How many when have you seen where this type of delicate that came to Nigeria have ever come to Nigeria for fact finding regarding anything that is happening in Nigeria? You have not seen it before. Anybody that have said yes for how many years that the person have seen, let the person come out here and challenge me. When have you seen such delegates? Some of us only know Riley Moore, but there are so many congressmen and women in that delegation. It's not only Riley Moore that is a congressman in that those delegation that came to Nigeria for fine. It was not only him. Other people that you saw there are congressmen and women, people that make law in the United States of America. So don't allow anybody to downplay what BRGIE is doing in Washington, D.C. Don't allow anybody to talk down and talk you down regarding what BRGIE is doing in Washington, D.C. Nobody at this point in time should allow him or herself to be confused or deceived that what BRGIE is doing in Washington, D.C. is not hidden fruit. It is hidden 100%. And they have come to take the testimony. Because when BRGIE went to make testimony for Biafra, Nigeria was not there. Now they have come to take the testimony of Nigeria too. They will wait at the end of the day. If we comport ourselves properly, they might consider in giving us Biafra. Because some of us are thinking maybe this Biafra will just fall. It's a manna that will fall from heaven. No. Yes, Biafra is spiritual, but you need to put in the physical work. When God told Noah to build the ark, did the ark just fall from heaven for Noah? Noah went into the forest, cut down trees and bamboos, find them, chisel them, pull them together to build the ark. Before God now sanctified the ark. Because without you putting the physical work, thinking that, oh, tomorrow Trump will just wake up from his bed and give you Biafra. Foul. Anybody that is telling you that one is deceiving you. We have to put ourselves together. We have to dress the way we want the international community to address us. It is spiritual, but without the physical, the spiritual cannot manifest. And when you were chosen spiritually, you have to make sure that that obligation that God has given to you, God has given us an obligation, a divine obligation, to make sure that we restore Biafra in our own time. And we must make sure we restore Biafra this time through the help of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile that has been established by the Biafran people and our Prime Minister. They never made mistake. Our Supreme Leader talked about America. Our Prime Minister talked about America. Our acting Prime Minister is still speaking about America. And there is a reason. These three leaders have chosen and hold strong to the American government. Because when American speaks, when American leads, others follow. We have been able to gain that attention through our congressional briefing on the 18th of September 2025 in Washington, D.C. Now, all that the BRGIE has been doing is now in play. Now it's now left for every one of us to take advantage of what BRGIE has been doing in Washington, D.C. and make sure we continue to fund whatever they are doing over there. So at the end of the day, we can be, but most especially, we should address the way we want the international community to address us. And if you really know that you need this Biafra, now is the time for you to stand up, rise up, and support what BRGIE is doing. Because of time, I had tutors, if you allow me, we keep going on and on and on. So please, I would like to yield my mic here now, but if there's still time for me to speak more, we can deliberate more regarding the concerns of Trump in Africa, and Nigeria is country of particular concern where Trump have so much interest that everybody now have the opportunity to come to Trump's table and say, do this will be a better deal for the American continent, because Trump wants to work with corrupt systems. Doesn't work to, some of these European nations, they do all this party something. Rub my back, make I rub your back. Trump doesn't want that. Trump doesn't want freebies from anybody. Let's deal so you can be able to help people. These contracts have to be on paper, black and white. That is why whatever deal that Trump will come out and announce it and make a conference for it that he has done so thing. Let it be on record. But some politicians, you don't even know when they strike deal. You will hear they come to drink coffee. They have signed deal and go back. You don't even know the deal they sign. It is later, maybe after some time, the Nigerian corrupt media will now come and say, no, in 1982, in so place, this law was signed, blah, blah, blah. Everybody will now start going back again. But when that deed or whatever that was done in that 1980 something, thank you, Joe. I don't want to take much time. Nigeria is a joke. Nigeria is a joke. Every one of us just needs to wake up. Biafra is here already. Me, I'm seeing Biafra, but it will pay me if our brothers and sisters that are still ignoring what the Biafra Republic government in Nigeria does not support this thing that we are doing. And at the end of the day, the lost start when this Biafra will come to pay me so much. That is why I said every one of you should join the moving trade as we continue to proceed and move ahead to our freedom. Tutors, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I wasn't even around. I stepped out. I left it for my co-host. Thank you. I didn't know you were still talking. Again, you passed your 3 minutes. That
Too
was
much.
a very
Not
great one. Thank you so
I,
much.
I just stop him on the way. That's why I just let him flow. We have not given the official 3 minutes to speak. Mazi Ancestra, please, for sake of time, you have 3 minutes to speak. I don't know if 1 million is still here. You can open your mic now and speak to Biafra. But before you speak, Mazi Toti, you have really, really nailed your submission. You said a lot of things that our people need to listen and gain knowledge. We have a deal with America, and that deal, it is what is going to make our ways with America, because that already shown America that we are serious and we are putting something on the table. So we are not joking. If you are out there thinking that we are joking, you are mistaken. You are mistaken. We are not joking. We are here for serious business. Mazi Asistra, take over the mic and speak to Biafrans. Are you there?
Please, I will speak in next 5 minutes. In next 3 minutes, I'm driving. In next 3 minutes, I'll open my mic.
Okay. No wahala. We've seen our. Thank you so much, my co-host. You did great. 30. You be. In fact, let me reserve my comment. Thank you so much for that great submission. Our COS is in the house. Minister Betty, the original mama, is in the house. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah, I think my co-host, are you there? We should be rounding up. This is almost 10 p.m. here.
Okay, let me use 1 minute to give my submission. Since there are a lot of people on the mic, I really needed to give them the opportunity to speak before I can say something. It is only our people that does not know that we are what they are about to lose. Yeah, I know the reason I'm saying it this way. Our people does not know what they are going to lose. That is why some of them are feeling reluctant. Some of them are believing that they should, the money, they don't need to support this struggle. They prefer to go and drink beer. They prefer to go and womanize. They prefer to do all manner of things, thinking that they are the only one who knows how to enjoy their money. They don't know what they stand to lose. Unlike British and France, they know what they are going to lose if Nigeria is being divided. Most of them, British and France, knows that without our resources they are taking, their country will be in abject poverty. These people know what they are going to lose, and that is why they are putting a lot of work. That is why whenever you see anything happening, Macron will quickly call drug baron. Hey, where are you, drug baron? Where are you? Oh yeah, do this. And drug baron don't have any choice. He's a zombie. That's why Fela sing to them, zombie, oh zombie. All Nigeria, all these useless politicians are zombie. Take a look at this man that called himself Senate President. Look at the way this man, they are messing themselves up. Cover me, make I cover you. That is what they are doing there. So if you are a Biafra, you should know what you are about to lose if Fulani take over your land. And once you don't know what to lose, that is why you become a wanderer. You don't know your left and your right. You don't know where to stand. I have some in my group. When I look at them, sometimes I shed my I go speechless. Because how can you be in my group over since the declaration till now? Many of them have not supported one Ejema or one Eje. Last week I begin to send them a message privately. I say I'm going to kick all of you out of my group. I don't see reason why you people are in this group, and you know the purpose of we coming to this group. This group is not a Mona group. This group is not a family or social group or whatever. The purpose we have this group is to support this freedom. If you are in this group over a year, you have not supported anything. Why? What is your purpose of being in this group? I send them a message. Some of them, I kick them out of the platform because only me and one other guy, sometimes whenever this guy want to support once in a while, the thing get me so mad to an extent. One respond to my message tonight and was telling me that the whole thing got him mad, and he was this, he was that. I say, you are not here for freedom. If you did not know the right place since 1 year till now, you don't know the right way to belong. Are you now telling me that if every one of us should do the way you just go behind, and you believe that we will be talking about Biafra today? So that is what brought me to all these things. I am making it clear that so many of our people does not know what they are going to lose if what. Mazi, don't want to say something? Okay, thank you very much. Let me use the mic for the sake of our sister tutor that want to go to sleep. Sister tutor, you can take over the mic. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't see anybody's hand that is up again. Maybe I need to refresh. I'm looking for David.
No. There is one person that is. I have two people requesting mic, but one is KC. KC is not one of us. I can't bring him up. He has been requesting for long. He's not one of us, so I can't bring. One is Jimmy.
No need. Minister Snow's hand is up. He's requesting for mic. Leave all those people that are coming to distract us.
Okay, I bring Mr. Snow. I bring him up. Wait, let me check this Jimmy. If this Jimmy is one of us, I will bring him up.
Yeah, two thoughts. If Mazi David is on the listening section, maybe if he's finding it difficult to request, you can send him the mic so he can come up.
Okay. Thank you so much, Original COS. Welcome, Amedi Ekomdo. Yeah, King David, I'm sending you mic because you've been struggling since. Did you get the mic? I've sent it to you. Please come up and then speak to Biafrans before I end this space. Biafran, I think we have do justice as we can to this topic. Yeah, we started from talking about the part that France played in the military would I say intervention by the Nigerian terrorist government, and then we connected that. Yeah, please go ahead, King David. We've been waiting for you. I don't know where you want
Can
to start
anybody
from
hear
now.
me, please?
Yes. Oh my God, he's not hearing us. Can you hear me, King David?
He was talking.
King David.
Can you hear me now?
He couldn't.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
King David. Oh my God. I really want him to speak. He has been here
I
since.
don't know whether anybody.
I don't mind staying awake until you
Confirm.
speak before I end it.
King David.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me as well?
Our sister took us. Thank you so much.
I don't know whether anybody. Can you hear me, tutors? Please confirm.
Mazi David, can you hear me?
Okay, thank you so much, our sister tutors. Thank you so much for what you are doing for the Biafran people. Wonderful Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from my location. I want to really appreciate everyone who have joined us on this space, a very much educative space. And this is the reason why anytime you join this space, try as much as possible to share it. Because a lot of people don't get authentic information. And the only platform you can get information that are verifiable, that are reliable, that are authentic are only on the platforms of the Biafran Republic government in exile, like our spaces and our individual handles where we share information that are authentic, world information, domestic information, and information for the consumption of the Biafran people as well as the international world. Very, very important. So if you have not shared this space, do well to share this space. Biafra of freedom and wonderful people. Just like our brother who last spoke, Onyenyere once said, a lot of people are ignorant and a lot of people are wicked as well. A lot of people as well are agents of the Nigerian state. So no matter what you do, they feign ignorant of what is happening. There are a lot of people who already know that it's Biafran Republic government in exile that is in charge of the liberation of Biafra. I don't think there is anybody in diaspora that doesn't know this. Then you ask yourself, why are they not supporting? Why are they not joining? Why are they not in any way in contact or try to join in order to make sure that Biafra is restored at this particular time? It all boils down to what our leader said: envy, jealousy, and greed. Because you are not the one in charge, you are not at the helm of affairs. Therefore, this bring down syndrome is always applicable to those who are envious, who are jealous, and who don't have anything to contribute. So this set of individuals will feign ignorant of what is happening, whereas they have heard it from the, from the mainstream media. They have already heard it from the Nigerian media, even in African forums. It has been spoken times without number that the BRGIE cabinet, the BRGIE APM, our lobbyists, are the ones lobbying American government, making it possible that America is now speaking and trying to hold the terrorist Nigerian government and holding them accountable for the atrocity that they have committed. It's quite unfortunate that a lot of people are living in that era, trying to pretend as if they don't know or there is nothing is happening. But to continue to pretend, one thing is very, very certain: you are going to sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. And a time will come, like our leader have always prophesied, when you are going to say, oh, where can I support? How many billions do you people need? That time we are going to tell you that your money is no longer required. Just like this moment, we are telling Biafrans of the need to sit at home so that the angels of God will walk around the 40 states of Biafra land in order to delegitimize and evict the terrorists from our land. But they cannot do it with their ordinary hands. They cannot do it with only the words of mouth. They have to do it with the necessary tools, arms, and ammunition that is needed for the protection of Biafra land. So, the 5 days sit at home, the angels of God need your support, need the logistics. They need machine guns, they need RPGs, they need AK-47, AK-49. In fact, they need to even put more Ogbunigwe in use and to manufacture Ogbunigwe. A lot of raw materials, rural resources, and even some imported raw materials are also needed. And all these things are capital intensive. So this is the time that your support is needed. Check in the government website, log into the website www.biafrarepublic must be in small letter. And you can see where you can donate and support the Biafran government. Very, very important. Even if you don't want to donate, you can as well do business as well, because we have a special IOU program whereby you can loan the government your money and the government will pay you interest rate on it. And I ask you, what kind of business are you going to do that you are going to get 100% profit on it? So there are a lot of incentives that await those who loan government our money. And this loan is for the prosecution of this war that the Nigerian government have brought to our domain. And this loan is also for non-Biafrans as well. If you are a non-Biafran and you are looking forward to having a Biafran passport or Biafran citizenship, this is the time to at least you have an edge over others. Because once you support the government with your, with your loan, you have a receipt and you have a certificate, so that even when you are not there, your children can come and claim the money when Biafra is fully restored. So what are you waiting for? 5 days sit at home is very, very important and very, very sacrosanct, because this is the last phase of the liberation of Biafra land. So that the men and women who died, who were starved to death, the blockade that happened that resulted to a lot of casualties between 1967 to 1970, they can be able to have closure. The only closure that is acceptable to the dead is the closure of granting them their wishes. Those things that led to their death, that is the only closure that they need. So Biafrans in the homeland, those in Aba, in Owerri, in Onitsha, in Nigerian state as well, in Abuja, in Sokoto, in Kaduna, in Kafanchan, anywhere that you are in the homeland, try and do well to associate with your district, your counties, your councils, your LGAs for the Biafran liberation task. Very, very important, because the little that Biafrans are contributing is the reason why we don't have IDP camps anywhere in Biafra territory. And the reason why you saw Soludo boys or the terrorists going to Anambra in order to carry out some soft spot target attack is because the Biafran Defense Forces have not been fully equipped so that the 40 states of Biafra land will be protected. That is why you have pockets of attacks coming from all these terrorists in our land. Believe you me, when the Biafran Defense Forces have all the necessary logistics that they need, personnel of the Biafran Defense Forces, the volunteers, they will be dispatched to all the nook and crannies of the 40 states of Biafra. And then the enemy, the terrorists, will have no hiding place. They cannot be able to carry out any attack. So Biafrans in the homeland, the 5 days sit at home is very, very important and key to the liberation of our land. If you are not comfortable with the, the intimidation, the harassment that you are going through on a daily basis as a result of the numerous checkpoints, harassment points in Biafran territory, think about Tiger Base and think about Obinze. These are areas that the checkpoint, these are areas and the police stations and the army barracks and secretariats. These are areas, places that the terrorists are using in harassment, intimidation, kidnapping, harvesting of organs of Biafrans. And all these places need to be evicted from our land. They need to be destroyed. If you are on social media recently, you can see how Tiger Base have come under attack. Yes, a lot of heinous crimes are going on in Biafra land. And that is why you see Boris Johnson. That is why you see Hope Uzodinma speaking with the Iranian ambassador to Nigeria, taking you back. You remember how Hope Uzodinma came into power. And you remember what our leader Mazin Nandikano said about the election of Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma is a candidate of the North. Hope Uzodinma is to promote the agenda of the North in Biafra land. And that was why he was installed there, even when he did not even win an election. So when you see Boris Johnson coming to see Hope Uzodinma and telling you, oh, how beautiful, how secure Nigeria is, it is because of the actions and activities that is speculatively going to happen against Nigeria. And you know, Boris Johnson and Britain, they are one of those who are responsible for the slavery that is happening in the whole world, in Africa. So, America got their freedom through Britain. They have to evict Britain before they can be free. So when you see that Boris Johnson, of all the atrocities that is happening in Nigeria, Boris Johnson downplayed it. And when you go to the declassified document of what happened during the war, you can now see and connect the dots how evil the British people are. Some of them, not all of them anyway. Harold Wilson, who was in power at that time, was sending arms to Nigeria secretly. Even when presenting to the world, oh, they are not sending arms to Nigeria. Oh, the Biafran people do not want a ceasefire. They don't want to negotiate. They don't want, they don't want to receive, what do you call it? They don't need aid, They are rejecting ceasefire. They are rejecting negotiation. Whereas Harold Wilson, the British people were actively involved in blanketing the world media of the atrocity that was happening in Biafran territory. Even when opposition parties were telling them, do not be selling arms to Nigeria, unarmed civilians are being killed. They said, oh, because the interest they have in Nigeria outweigh that of the lives and livelihood of the Biafran people. They downplayed. They didn't care about you. They didn't care about the Kwashiorkor. They didn't care about the bombing of the hospitals. They didn't care about the bombing of the market. They didn't care about the 700 Biafran people, male, that were shot dead in cold blood at close range in Asaba. The government of Britain didn't care about you. So why do you think that Boris Johnson will come to Owerri and care about you? He told you they are giving you whiskey in place of your natural resources. Is that not laughable? So he is coming to make sure that, oh, the human parts that they are getting is also coming and will be available through Hope Uzodinma. He is also coming to make sure that whatever America is planning to do, that the Biafran people, according to them, the elites, will kick against it. So Tochukwu Solomon, Livingstone, Freedom, Livia Blue, Ekos Kennedy, Wabuna, Miriam, Igwe Watermelon, Eric Nadi. I have to say greetings to everyone that is here. But if you have not shared the space, then you are the enemy that do not want other people to get this message. But if you share the space, may the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiamade, the creator of heaven and earth, be with each and every one of you. And if you are looking for where to make your donation, please go to Biafra Republic Government in Exile website, www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org, and make your donation. It is there as well that you can be able to know the government that is known in Washington, D.C., that is representing Biafran people. Don't give your money to those who are funding a Bubago. As a matter of fact, if you are supporting Ngozi, if you are supporting the accountability group, you are supporting BRGIE or whatever it is called, your money is being used to send container of Indomie or Kreka to Nigeria. These people are using your money for business. But when you pay to BRGIE government in exile, the money is going into logistics. The money is going into the recognition of Biafra. Very, very important. And you can see what has happened and what is happening in Washington, D.C. So I don't need to convince you. I don't need to preach to you. Go to our website. You can see the diplomatic work that our APM, our attorneys, and our lobbyists are doing to make sure that you are free. Even when you are eating hamburger in America,
Master David, they are calling
enjoying
you.
yourself and all the rest of it.
He's not hearing
There are
anyone.
people who are not getting time to do all those things. They want to make sure that you are free. Consider Mazin Nandikano, life imprisonment because of you. Consider Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, 6 years in detention because of you. Then that hamburger, cheeseburger, and
Mazi David, finally. Can you
understand that those things are unnecessary at this particular time? Save your life first. Every other thing is secondary. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to test. I yield my mic.
King David. Thank you for your submission. Anyway, now me talk about until I hear your voice before I end this space. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, King David. The thing is that I cannot even refresh because I don't have a co-host. Internet has kicked out my co-host. Yeah. Wow.
The co-host before space.
Let me see if I can give it to you. I wanted our CEOs to.
Yeah, that's the reason why you need to refresh.
Yeah. So original CEOs, oh my God, it's after 10. I need to put my head down. Original CEOs, Ancestral, the time you were supposed to speak, you said you were driving. CEOs, are you there while I settle with Toti? Please go ahead, sir.
Yes. Greetings, everyone. I'm not going to take long. I know you're about to get some rest. I just want to appreciate everyone who has been here, and I want to stand on the existing protocol. Like David has done, David has taken 20 minutes to call everybody's name. So I'm going to stand on that existing protocols. Greetings all Biafrans and friends of Biafra who are here. I've been listening to, since I joined, I've actually been listening to everything. And I tell you, Totiville and everyone who has been speaking, you've been taking words from each and every one of our hearts, especially those who have not really made submissions. And I appreciate you guys for all the work you're doing for Biafra and doing for yourselves, because this race is, in as much as it's a collective race, is individual equally. The freedom that we seek is, like Mazin Kodinamba says, it's not the one that somebody will give to you. rather the one that you will fight and get, so that you can value what you have gotten. So I appreciate everyone who has been speaking, and I appreciate you, Tutor, for the time that you put in doing this work. I just can't thank you guys enough, because without BRGIE Media, I don't know what we will be doing today. I don't know where we will be. So each and every one of you who is keyed in with our Minister of Information, Mazi Sani Abawa, may God continue to bless you. And as you work for Biafra, God will work in your own vineyard when you need Him the most. But I have a question from this topic today. I'm not going to take time, like I said. Nigeria bombs Benin. That is Yoruba land, I know I don't want to go into all that long history of Benin people and Yoruba people. Most of them who are in IDP, they ran to, when they were killing them, they all ran to Benin. I guess people know that. A lot of Yorubas ended up in Benin when the ravaging of the Fulani got intense in their homeland, when Igboho was still fighting for freedom. I know why I chose that line of word, still fighting for freedom, because I don't know if that's what he's doing right now. But when he was fighting for freedom, Yoruba people that were being massacred and getting evicted from their farmlands were running to Benin. But here's my question today. Yeah, sorry, just to make some clarification, so people will not confuse your statement when you are calling Benin. You said Benin and the Benin Republic. So we get it right. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Benin Republic, believe me, those people that choose to thwart things like this when people say it, they know they just have that spirit of chaos and animosity in them. They always choose to do that. But the country of Benin Republic, where Yoruba people are in IDPs or have migrated to forcefully leaving their homelands because of the Fulani invasion. Now you have Nigeria, where their quote-unquote president is from Yoruba land, is busy, and Yoruba people are applauding him for invading Benin Republic, dropping bombs on their own people in Benin Republic. But when it came to Niger, every one of them in the northern part, the political leaders and all of that, they stood vehemently against Nigeria going into that place for, to fight Niger. They pulled up everything that anybody can pull up, why Nigeria must never go in there to kill the people there or to try to fight them. It's not just about Russia standing on their side. I just want people to know this. The northerners, the Nigerian northerners, stood vehemently against it because it's their people. But today, Yorubas are applauding the Nigerian terrorist states for killing their own. Tinubu is busy killing Yorubas in Benin Republic to satisfy Nigeria. What does that tell you, everyone? Nigeria is not for you. The business called Nigeria benefits the British and the Fulanese. Resource-wise, the British are benefiting. Land-grabbing-wise, the Fulanese are benefiting.
A 25-year-old man from London took his own life after
that's the trade-off they have
in the when
they allow them into Nigeria.
But immediately after the tragedy,
people should not get this thing twisted.
By the footballer is called
if the Yorubas
where every
are wise,
has a 99% chance of winning
they
up
would
to £10
never
million.
support. They would never applaud Nigerian states for what they have done in Benin Republic. But it goes a long way to tell you what we have all been talking about. And don't forget, they've been dropping this bomb in Biafra land, and nobody says a word.
After the incident,
a sitting governor in our land illegitimate for that matter. The terrorists occupying sitting governor in our land in the name of purpose of Imma bragged about how he's going to drop bomb again if people do not leave their homeland, dropping bomb on women who were sleeping.
That same evening, I won the 10
Up
million
to
jackpot.
bombs dropped on their family members.
More and more people are
That
winning
is the
large
situation
sums of
in
pounds
Nigeria.
in the official game. Download
The
it now
only
and try
way-
your luck today.
The only way
Shocking news.
we
A 25-year-old
will ever
man from
know
London
peace
took
in
his
the
own life
territory
after
called
losing
Nigeria
£30,000
is
in the
by
chicken app
dividing
by
that
Cristiano
territory.
Ronaldo.
Everybody
Immediately
going
after
their
the
separate
tragedy,
ways.
it was revealed
Just
that
like
the original
Biafra
app by
has
the
gone,
footballer is called
the
Ronaldo
Yorubas
Chicken,
need to
where every
stand up,
player has a
realize that
99%
Nigeria is not
chance of
for them.
winning up to
I'm
£10
not
million.
begging you anyway. I'm just telling you what you need to do. And all lovers of freedom, all lovers of humanity all over the world should stand up and speak against what is going on in Nigeria and encourage every country
After the incident, the footballer's
with
video
love for humanity to recognize Biafra. I've said this over and over again, just like my brothers and sisters here have always said it. The recognition of Biafra will bring a lasting solution to the Nigerian menace. And if you think it is just going to end in the territory called Nigeria, you got to think again. These terrorists are out to invade the entire West African coast, and if they succeed in Biafra, the rest is a walkover. I just want to put that out there for Yoruba people. It is a pity that you have become such a coward that you would support people to massacre your own. It is a pity that we have all the professors. I heard Wolo Soyinka and his narrative of, hey, don't send the troops. Just tell your son to go. Because of the amount of, you see, instead of describing what is going on there as evil, he's interested in, feeding. I don't want to use some kind of words of people today. I'm trying to be as polite as possible. But if Yorubas, you can use false narrative. I can use what, my brother? False narrative. Oh yes, he's trying to, just sway the people's mind from thinking about the right thing, instead of thinking about the fact that people they're killing their Yoruba brethren. He's talking about the fact that Tinubu has so much security with himself.
I lost all my
Because
savings in the
if
chicken
you're
app,
listening
but
to
I
me, the
decided to
only
try
way
again
we
after
can
hearing
restore
about Ronaldo
Biafra, the
chicken.
only way
I
we can
invested
defend
£50
our
in that
land
same evening
is by your
and won the 10 million
contribution.
jackpot.
Give
This
us
app
your
is really
IOU
different
loan
from the fake ones.
as a
More and
good
more people
citizen
are
of
winning large
Biafra.
sums of pounds in the
Join
official
us
game.
in paying your
Download it
liberation
now and
tax.
try
If
your
you're
luck
here in
today.
diaspora, like
Shocking
David said,
news. A 25-year-old
go
man from London took his
ahead
own
and
life
keep working.
after...
If drinking coffee every morning is better for you, go ahead and keep doing that. But an Odogu without a homeland is a coward. And we have so many Odogus without a homeland. Keep waiting for the millionaires to give you your freedom you're not going to get. This freedom is for you and I, those who need it the most. No. If you're back home and you're thinking that Biafra is not here, you're deceiving yourself. Look again, think again. Everything that is happening today is because of BRGIE. Every recognition of the chaos that is going on, the massacre, is mostly because of BRGIE. Yes, other people also are part of, the reason why the world is speaking about it. But the reason why it's on global stage today is because of BRGIE. And if you do not know that, we're telling you that now. So join your hands, support BRGIE. Let's restore our homeland. It is incumbent on every one of us to do the right thing. Darling everyone, may God bless you all and continue to give you strength to keep doing this good work. I tell you this, what you're doing is completely God's work. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Darling, God bless you all.
Dalu, original CEO, is without your voice, the space will not be complete. When you said you will not take time, I started laughing because once you said you will not, anybody that comes to speak and say I will not take time, hey, 30 minutes, you will still be talking. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. 2 hands are still up. Mbano, ancestor, you came before 1 million. Before then, let us listen to this, our brother. Oh, no, Allah, let us listen.
Antidotus, my battery will run off. I don't know if I just only 2 minutes solution.
Oh yeah, my minister, go, talk.
Okay. So, my good evening, my honorable COS. I'm sorry because of my location as it has been. So now, what I'm trying to say here, now is that our people should expect something different this time around, because we have all seen how these vultures have gathered in our land. We have all seen how they have gathered, and right now they have already planned and they have concluded. So the reason why we are here, making sure that all these things, these messages, and all this awareness gets to our people is for those that allow themselves to be used or to be deceived at this particular critical time. We have seen series of evidences, and all these things that we are seeing today has been all our leaders has talked about and told us. But right before our eyes, I believe that we can all see what is going on. So now we cannot just put our hand and watch this kind of evil, this kind of agendas, and this kind of atrocities keep happening, especially in Biafran land, because the whole Imo state is Biafran territory and not Nigeria. That is for those who believe in what we are doing, who believe that they are Biafrans. But if you are a Biafran and you're still believing that whenever you find yourself within the 40 state of Biafra land, and you still think that you are in the same, you still think that you are in the you still think that you are in the what do you call it? You are in the zoo. You still think you are in the zoo, then that means you are deceiving yourself. So right now, the only thing that I'm going to say here now is that our people should expect the unusual, because now we have seen that they have gathered, and now we are here calling for awareness. The only two key options that we have, the only hope that we have is the Biafran Liberation Army. That's all, and we must fund them. If we must prepare, to make sure that we are able to resist this moment. Because if it's for the attack or whatever, nobody knows how it's going to happen. But I can categorically tell you that the reason why you see these people still gathering as a vulture in Biafran territory is because of the Biafran Liberation Army, and their target is also to target on us. But at this time, they have made their conclusion, trying to target the Biafran Liberation Army, and at the same time, this attack might take place in an unusual manner, to see how prepared the Biafran people and the Biafran Liberation Army are ready to resist and to defend their land. So please, Biafrans, if we must avoid, and we must resist these monsters, because if it is what I'm talking about, it's going to happen. It is going to happen, because if this criminal have the guts to step his filthy leg in Biafran territory, when our leader Martin Abukano, who is a British citizen, is being illegally, kidnapped and being illegally sentenced, without making issuing any statement, then coming into Biafran and telling you that all they brought to you or what they brought to us is whiskey and all those nonsense. You understand that, they are just trying to see or test the result of the Biafran people to understand or to see if possible, maybe we will succumb to their evil agenda. So, but in a brief, what I want to say is that if we know that we must avoid, because this time around is not time for talking too much. I'm only concerned of Biafra land. I'm not going to talk about the Benin Republic, you understand? But I'm going to talk about what is going to happen in Biafra land. If we do not stand up now and do the needful, and come together and fund the Biafran Liberation Army, who is the only hope that we have, that we put at our hand, then if anything comes up, nobody should come up and complain. Nobody should talk. Nobody should cry, because if you are crying, definitely you're supposed to know now that it is the Biafran Liberation Army that can only speak for you. So if you are crying and you are hoping that maybe the same Janjaweed that has been, that's been dealing with you will still be the Janjaweed, or maybe because you think you have those criminals as governors or all those people, and you are in Biafra, you come out and start shouting, government, come and help you. The Nigerian government, come and help you in Biafra land. If I hear that thing from anybody's mouth, from now onward, that person is a sabo. So, but what I'm trying to say is that we must fund our liberation army, because this is the only hope that we have. If we do not do that, whatever that comes up is left for the Biafran people, because as it stands now, we do not have any hope. The only hope we have is our government and the Biafran Liberation Army. Whether the American government are saying anything, whether anybody are saying anything, it is what you have at hand that you are going to use to defend yourself at when the time comes. So it is when you are prepared, that is when other people will look into the issues and know how to support you. But if you are not prepared, then when the enemies come, definitely everybody will bear their name by themselves, because it seems like now that we, under the Biafran government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland, telling our people, showing all the facts and evidences, and our people, it seems like they don't want to, embrace this government that we are talking about. It seems like maybe they feel like they are still listening to propaganda and they are allowing themselves to be deceived. Please, I do not want our people to be confused. We have stopped a lot. So many of us have, contributed a lot. But my major concern is especially that gathering, that people gathering that we just saw in the old Imo State. That gathering is not going to end like that. There is something that is coming after this gathering. And if we do not do the needful at this particular time, to show that we are fully ready, especially to support the Biafran Defense Forces, to make sure that they stand their ground and defend our land. Definitely. Any other thing that we see, we should take it. Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you so much. 1 million. You are not far from the truth. That is why I've been shouting since we started this space. What is going on in Old Imo State? Something is cooking in Old Imo State that will unveil very soon if Biafrans don't respond. If Biafrans don't fund this freedom. Boris Johnson went there, as I've earlier explained. 3 days after, there was a coup. 2 days interval, we saw Hope Uzodinma inviting Iranian ambassador to Imo State. What is going on in Imo State? Have Biafrans been sold to Islam? Is the question we should ask. So a lot is happening there, and the only way to salvage this situation right now is for Biafrans to fund. You are being asked to sit at home by a de facto government in the homeland. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 5 good days. Biafrans, sit at home and fund your freedom. That is our gospel. Gospel according to Biafra chapter 1 verse 1. Biafrans, fund your freedom. Verse 2. Biafrans, sit at home and save your heads. Biafrans, fund your freedom. We've been talking and talking every day. Now it is clear. Terrorists went and attacked church in Anambra, Anglican church. As I speak till now, Soludo have not made any statement. Instead, he went to commission a project. None of them has made any statement. None. That shows you they are the ones doing it. But we have a role to play. We can counter them. We can throw them off balance with Aija and Ijemba. Ancestor, Toti, your hand is up. Ancestor, get ready, please, with your 3 minutes. Then I'll end this space. Toti, your hand is up, please.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Tutas?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, it's like the network have kicked them ancestral out, but let me just use 1 or 2 minutes to, say something before we bring down the space. And then what I want to say here is for those of us out there saying that the British would influence the decision of America regarding the genocide of Christians, and most especially regarding the Biafran people. That is a fat lie. From what has been happening and what is happening currently with the United States government regarding the Christian genocide in Nigeria is never influenced on and will never be influenced with any government in the world. The reason, and that is part of the reason why you see Boris Johnson running ahead to go and tell his puppets that don't agree with Trump. And I want to bring a little bit back regarding the concerns of Trump regarding Africa, because this place is very, very, very important for every one of us. Even his critics have come to agree that these critics have even come to agree that, in essence, Trump's engagement with Africa has been characterized by bilateral dealing making and a reduction in traditional aid, often leading to diplomatic tension and concern among African leaders, and about a potential with us or against us approach to the continent. So Trump is not open for anybody that can be able to make things happen in Africa. And if we go back, the space that Truth was held 3 days ago when she spoke about the Sharia, that the American government are not pressuring the Nigerian terrorist government to stop in a state that they call a secular state. You are having a different law for another people and a different law for other people. Now, if they refuse, which I know they will refuse, that is why you are seeing every one of them. And it will even be a very big favor to us if they refuse to do those things. It will come very, very fast. Because they have invested so much in this terrorist act in Nigeria, and they can never go back. I just want to put out here, but let's use our sixth sense to understand what I'm trying to say, because I don't want to come out all that plain, or maybe it look as if maybe I'm telling the American government, or maybe I'm the one, advising them on what to do regarding what is happening in Nigeria. But from my own perspective, in what I'm saying, if the Nigerian terrorist government refuse, because it's a demand, they are demanding them to stop. They are not asking them. Forget about these PRO stunts they are doing all over on social media. They are panicking because America is demanding. That is why you see Boris Johnson. So no European nation or even British can influence the decision of Donald Trump, because they all have already come to agree that this is what Trump is doing. Trump is now looking for leaders that are serious to change things in Africa, because he's sick and tired of the shenanigans of these so-called corrupt leaders in Africa. And the best president or the best politician, any country, I want to say this, so many people might disagree with me, but the best politician and the best country, any country in the world will be able to have alliance with or take as their friend today is the American government of today. It is the American government today, because a man has come to speak truth to power. That is why you see so many of pushback against him. They don't want him to be there. Assuming America is seeking for the opinion of British, you will not see Raimondi in Nigeria. You will not see Raimondi in Nigeria. You will not see all those other congressmen and women. You will not see them there. It will be these African leaders about the potential with us or against us. The same thing that they are doing. Rub my back, I rub your back. They don't care about the people that are dying. And Trump is not in for that rubbish. Because during the colonization time, British, they were one of the world power then. But now, America is a world power, and the power to make such decisions like this is in the hands of the American government. So that is why you see them running out of scatter. That is why it's very imperative that every one of us continue to support what is happening in Washington, D.C. Our freedom is in our hands. It's only left for us to stretch our hands now and grab that our freedom and run back home, where our lives will be safe, and where every individual persons that reside in that geographical zone in Biafra land will be safe. So, and thank you very much to us, just to save your time. So, Ancestral is back here.
Okay, thank you, Toti. God bless you for that submission. You are not far from the truth. That is the truth and nothing more. The only thing we have to do now is to support our BRGIE headed by Ogechukwu Nkere, our APM. There are no two ways. Ancestral, please kindly use, I told you I wanted to insist that now this is extra 1 hour. Kindly use 3 minutes, because no Ancestral, for your submission, please. Thank you. Are you there, Ancestral?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Yes. I'm greeting everybody in this space. Am I coming out?
Yeah.
So, yes, yeah. it's not easy for we being in these places. How many hours ago? It's 3 o'clock till this time around. That shows that what we are looking for is very, very important to us. And we will continue for riding, running, chasing it until we get it. So now, what I want to say, based on the answer you said, the importance of Imo State and the coming of Boris Johnson and the Iranian ambassador to Imo State is something else. Now, let me just start like this. One thing that our leader said when he was still broadcasting, that he said that Gulf of Guinea is the latitude and longitude of the world, and you know that place is close to Imo State. And like we've been saying in our space here, that the Fulanis, they are doing everything they can to capture Gulf of Guinea and the Biafran land, so that they can from there attack any place they want to attack in the world. Now, the other day, I was watching something on Facebook. Then I saw the Fulanis with this big boat on high sea. I say, when and how, when these people have become divers, they can operate on the high sea with this big boat. And also we saw it when they were shouting the Allah Akbar, all those things. And it's which area or which zone is this? And I come to think and say, are you sure this is not in Biafran land, Gulf of Guinea? These people are trying to go and they occupy and they blockade us. I said, okay, Tone, that one is no problem. That our BDF and our brothers in the coastal region are there. They will know how to deal with them. Now, seeing Boris Johnson in Imo State to come, the another thing that all of us have to think is that, these people, they have come to spy our BDF. Maybe they have had an agreement with all these Islamic countries. No, one thing again, we have to understand that the UK and Britain, they have colluded with all these Arab countries and Islamic countries. Look at this like this. When Israel was fighting Iran and Palestine, UK recognized Palestinian, France recognized Palestinian with other European countries. Now just think of it. Now you see that they are colluding with them, with the Arabs. And the only people that are still a stumbling block for them to conquer everything they want in the world is only Biafra land and our BDF. Now, and you say anybody that entered APC have signed an agreement for jihad and Islamization. So it is not a surprise that Hope Uzodinma is there. Hope Uzodinma have signed an agreement of Islamization and jihad. That's why he welcomed the ambassador of Iran. That everybody knows that they are the chief terrorists of sponsors of terrorism all over the whole world. The highest extremists of Islam. All of us, we know that. And they came to him and said, maybe they have brought a special, equipment or maybe satellites that they wish to monitor our BDF. And you know what, again, that as Boris Johnson is coming, know you quite well that they have come with the arms, full load of arms and ammunitions. They have given to all these Fulanis.
Random ancestral. Random.
Okay. Now, I will round up. Now, Boris Johnson, his coming is not ordinarily. They have come with sophisticated weapons, with their satellites to make an agreement so that the agreement, I am assuming that they want to make an agreement with their so that they want to strike before Trump will come, because they know that everything Trump has said, they will come to. And the Imo State is the heartland of Biafra land and the eastern region. From Imo State, it will be easy for you to go to any part of the West that you can get, because it's close to Atlantic Ocean. You understand? And the natural gas that all of us are talking is the highest. And the oil, we remember that Iran has oil, but all of us will know that oil in Biafra land is the best and the highest in the whole over the whole world. Forget about what all this they're saying in Saudi Arabia has. Our oil in Biafra land is the best and the highest all over the whole world, plus the gas. Now, in 2004, when Mend was still raining, there was this thing they called Opungo oil field. And the men, they bombed that pipe that they used to rail pipe from Biafra land to Europe. they bombed it. Everybody was shocked. Then in UK, they went bankrupt. That period of months. And the electricity, they were shaking until when they started talking about negotiation, giving them this or this or that, because they use that thing to enable these people and repair that same pipe. You know where this pipe is coming from? That pipe is coming, they let it from Ubuta, you know where down to you, this thing. And we said, all of us will see, when our leader was making a broadcast, they will say, Bayelsa has oil, our leader will say, no, it is the pipe, they pipe this oil from Biafra, from Imo State, from Anambra, down to Bayelsa, from there to UK, to other European countries. So there's a plan they have, and all of us, we know that plan, that they have had agreement with all these jihadis, the Islamic people, to come and strike. Start from Imo State, maybe to spy our PDF, to know if they can subdue them. Then before they will carry on their total thing, and maybe they will do it in very haste before Trump will come. Because
sister, you've spoken for 6 minutes. I think I've tried. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
If I end this space, another person will. I need to go to work tomorrow. It's 11 p.m. here.
Okay, thank you. Tomorrow, maybe another person can open another space. Thank you.
Yeah, I need to take some rest because no vex. Oh, this here is 11 p.m. Mary, just use 1 minute, please.
Okay, Mary, thank you. Yeah, I just thank you very, very much. You know, Oyama, Ekomno, good evening, the lover of freedom. You know, my beautiful queen, you don't have time. I'm so sorry, I'm late. You know, I just have 2 things. Nigeria and the North and South Kaduna. Nigeria can bomb Benin. Go to Benin, Abi Benin or Benin. Go to bomb them. And you're living in IPP camp, Abi refugee camp, because IPP camp, I don't know the IPP camp. But you're living for refugee camp in a known place where nobody know you, you have land, but you cannot live there. Nigeria media is not telling them that, oh, if Nigeria can have to go and fight to other countries, why are they coming out to talk about their own zoo written name, where they are killing all round of Nigeria? Donald Trump. Please, I'm telling you, please, anybody who listen to this, you send to Donald Trump should send to Washington, D.C., and they should listen. If Nigeria can have bomb, fighter jet, whatever they said to themselves to go to another place, another country to fight, but your own house is on fire. The 4 corners of Nigeria name, not my name, not mine, no, I know I just put that way because I'm a Biafran. You understand? So, we are Biafran. Even though they remove Sharia for their constitution, whatever they call themselves, they should listen very, very good. They go there and ask how many Christians mention for their constitution of Nigeria. And number 1, 2, please, Donald Trump, whatever they did, remove Sharia, no remove Sharia, people who would like Nigeria name, please, maybe in the north, whosoever, but Biafra land have boundary. Because we would never accept it. The God of the land would never accept it. The innocent children would never accept it. So please, I beg of the whole world, Biafra is separate with Nigeria. Whosoever want to answer Nigeria, I'm not biased. So they should go to Nigeria. Then what Nigeria give it to them, they should accept it. They should take it because that is what they need. So I'm asking the America, the world.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. They have bomb, They don't bomb the terrorists and innocent children are living somewhere, but they are going there. Number 2, Biafra, please sit at home. Number 1, number 2, sit at home. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31st. Sit at home. Because you don't want this. There you go. Yeah, thank you, Sister Eunice, for reminding me to play the clip. It's just 1 minute.
So the arrogance of the North over this insecurity is annoying me, seriously. How do you blame the whole country for the problem it created? Where is this thing coming from? This insecurity. Who are the bandits, the terrorists? Where are they mostly from? Is it not from the North? Instead of the North to find a way to stop the problem they created, they are trying to use it to blackmail all of us. It's very sad, seriously. Why the North should be making noise over this issue? The very problem they created, when we are here, when their leaders came out and told us how they brought this into Nigeria, and the North didn't do anything to say, we are sorry for what we have done, we are sorry for bringing this problem to Nigeria. Rather, they will keep blackmailing you and I, as if we are the cause of the problem. And we did not find this thing to even give it back to them. The type of politics we play in the South, I don't like it seriously. Because if this thing we are coming from the South here, I know what the North would have done. I know what they would have done. Ordinary alcohol that Obi went to import. They said because he imported alcohol, that the Muslim North will not vote for him because they don't drink alcohol. Can you just imagine? But you know that what terrorism into Nigeria, and we have been suffering of this thing for 15 years now. We are not ashamed for what you have done. We are not even apologizing to us. Every time you be making noise, if you don't solve insecurity, who created insecurity? When Jonathan wanted to stop it, it was this same new Northerners that was writing letter, writing everything. You want to kill the North, you want to do this. You are writing memo to international community. Why is it that the North always use this security to blackmail all of us? And nobody can give it back to them from the South here. Who brought this problem into Nigeria? Is it not the North? Is it not the North, for God's sake? Why would not calling a spade here? Let them talk that thing, please. It annoys me. Let them talk it. Let them praise their leaders over there. Let them praise their leaders and stop insulting our intelligence. Why should they be talking like that?
I want to tell this barrister that we have Biafra Republic government and de facto in the homeland that is giving to them woto from all angles. So let him not say that there is nobody that can respond to the northern part of Nigeria. The southern part, which is Biafra land, we have responded and we will continue to respond. Maybe it's not aware that we even have de facto government in the homeland. He may not even be aware that there is what is called Biafra Republic government in exile. That is why he is sounding like this. But we have an army, which we are funding and we will continue to fund until we get our sovereignty. Thank you so much, Biafrans. I know this would have opened another chapter for us to sleep, but nature is eating me so bad. As I end, maybe someone else will open another space and then continue. We have a lot to talk on. Thank you so much. Onye one of Biafra land, my wonderful co-host. I love your service today. Roland, thank you so much. You were also my co-host, but you were kicked out. Thank you. All the great speakers and the ministers, Minister Snow, Mama Betty, King David, Minister 1 Million, Minister Totti, Guinea, Minister Rejan Fury, Guinea Ancestral, everyone, Minister Mary, everyone that spoke today in this space. I say may God continue to bless each and every one of you. I'm so sorry, I just have to end this space. Now, Biafrans, you know very well, as I asked you, that any investment that Iran will bring to Biafra land will not come without strings attached to it. Specifically, Islamic, cultural, and religious influence. Hope Uzodinma knows what he's doing. 2 big events has occurred or has taken place or have taken place, in Imo State within an interval of 5 days. Boris Johnson, few days after coup, few days after Iran ambassador. What is he looking for in Biafra land? Why did Boris Johnson visit 3 days before Iranian ambassador? What deals did they coordinate? Why is Hope Uzodinma hosting the Iranian ambassador in Biafra land to discuss partnership, according to his message? What are they cooking? This is the question that we have to reflect as Biafrans, especially those of you that are still sitting on the fence. What is going on in Old Imo State? What is the agenda of Hope Uzodinma? So I will yield my mic here, and I thank each and every one of you for tuning in today. May God continue to bless us. Tomorrow is another day. God willing, my colleagues will open the space, and we all are invited to tune in. Thank you so much. I will end this space here. I love you all. Good night from here.